cases, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more out there that all these agents are saying, oh yeah, I said, how do I look that up in the court docket? You're not going to see anything.
Fascinating reporting. Erin Couchy, thank you.
Hey man, how y'all doing, man? Welcome to Life in the Breakdown. It's your boy Victor NewMan.
Your boy OG Stroke.
Oh man, tonight, man, we're gonna dive into this. We got an incredible subject to talk about tonight, man. We're talking about this CBS News investigation uncovering corrupt police and illegal firearm sales by law enforcement, and this is all across the U.S., man.
Yeah.
And
You talking about actually in 23 states. The investigation said it is actually in 23 states, and out of the 23 states, South Carolina was definitely one of the 23 states.
oh man, yes sir.
So
They're like a whole bunch of that Bible bed shit. Y'all see it right here too.
yeah, definitely. We gotta ask the question like, who's policing the police? Why they policing us? You know, this is really about the dark side of, you know what I'm saying, of policing and police corruption. And you know, when you got the people who in charge of getting the criminals off the streets, actually committing criminal activities. I mean, it starts to raise a lot of red flags and leave a lot of people wondering what's the difference in the criminals and the police these days. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it ain't no different, man, because at the end of the day, they sworn to uphold the law, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of find out, like, they're some of the lead suppliers on the black market, man. And y'all see some of the pictures of some of these guns, man. And this ain't no, like I said, we got a lot of footage, man, and this per CBS News, man. Like, this is not nothing that we just talking about.
Right.
If you want to know, all you do is look it up, man. It's real. Like, it's all about public.
Questing them. Tell me more.
It runs the gamut. So there were 50 cases all across the country, and there were different ways they got it. Sometimes they stole it out of the inventory. Sometimes they were their issued weapons by the department. In the most egregious cases, there were battlefield weapons, and that requires them to go to federal regulators, ask for special permission to gain access to them. And just to give you a sense of what kind of weapons these could take out an armored tank. They could go through a building at the other side, hit a target 18 football fields away. They can take out a military helicopter. That's an example from a real case. We found an Iowa police chief in a 3-person police department. Town was the population of less than 800. And he had requested over the course of 4 years 90 machine guns to get access to. He'd gotten approval. It took until he requested a Gatling-style machine gun that spewed 6,000 rounds a minute for federal regulators to say there's something fishy going on and starting to look into it. He's now serving a 5.
Say the man accountability, you know what I'm saying, and trust in the justice system, man. Like, and is it there? And if it's not there, can it be rebuilt? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and with a lot of that, we got to start off because of the fact that a lot of the people, like I said, that is in charge of protecting and upholding the law, which was sworn on the oath to uphold the law. They're actually creating a thin line between them and the people that they're sworn to protect us from. And at the same time, we had a lot of questions, you know, as far as like where the children getting their hands on these guns and all this, and to find out that a lot of these guns being put in the streets by law people that are in charge of upholding the law, man. Like,
we talking about sheriffs. We talking about man. It's bigger than what you think.
Yeah,
like I said, it's way bigger than what you think. And we thought it was about all of them gun and knife shows and all that stuff there. And you know what the people say, man? What they quoted one of the officers saying he actually did get arrested. I think he got 5 years or something like that.
Yeah,
but
no remorse.
He had no remorse, dog. He said nothing. It's nothing illegal about selling stuff in U.S. of A, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Now that comment was made when you got thousands of nonviolent offenders with decades for marijuana.
Oh,
but
man.
He said ain't nothing wrong with selling nothing.
Oh man, and he bet not that marijuana or any other drug bet not get caught with that firearm because he really in trouble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's on God.
Yeah.
But man, we're gonna give y'all a little simple overview, man, just on gun control history, man.
Right.
The first era, man, we had the colonial era. Colonial era gun ownership was common for settlers, but laws often restricted certain groups like Native Americans, black folk, and indentured servants from owning firearms.
Yeah. And the second one was post-Civil War Reconstruction. Southern states passed black codes restricting black people from owning guns, aiming to enforce racial segregation.
Oh man,
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah. I mean, it is actually like if you pay attention to what we're saying, like a lot of the restrictions on guns came for our people, but
It started way back then, the colonial era.
yeah.
Native Americans and blacks.
Yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about they damn near shooting muskets. They ain't want us having
Still ain't want to do no firearms. Scared.
Yeah, and in the early 20th century, the urbanization and rise in crime led to the National Firearms Act in 1934, which regulated machine guns and sawed-off shotguns. So pretty much they were trying to take with that. Now when you see a lot of what's going on, you see that it make you feel like they wanna outgun the everyday citizen, like because you got bans on sawed-offs, you got bans on submachine gun, but so many of these police forces are militarized. So for a long time it's been a question in the first place, where would somebody on the streets actually get their hands on a submachine gun? You know what I'm saying? And
Man,
now
they got fully automatic, and they said, and they ain't admission that they done put these little switches out here for these chaps. You know what I'm saying? These chaps got easy access to switches to turn the gun, any gun damn near, into a fully automatic.
Facts.
But then, like I say, man, they been spoke on that, man. You ain't got too many brothers with no planes.
no.
You ain't got too many brothers with no boats, man.
No, or no gun factories.
Yeah, all this stuff get over here, man, and like I say, and it gets into the hands of, but they put it there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you move on to the 1960s. Then you have the assassinations of people like JFK, Martin Luther King,
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the urban unrest led the Gun Control Act of 1968. You know what I'm saying? Regulating interstate firearm commerce. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that right now that they kill brothers off. I say brother, pretty much anybody, but
Yeah.
a lot of times it's brothers, black or brown people that's getting jammed up like that. And then they furthermore go and pass all these open carry gun laws.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's all a trick, bro. It's all a trick.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
and it's a never ending cycle. Like a lot of man, look at here, man. You talking about like I said, go back to the crab in the barrel thing, right? So now we starting to see how the crab got in the barrel. Because first of all, the crab don't own the gun factory. Like the crab don't own no planes. You know what I'm saying? The crabs don't have access to the fully automatic submachine guns. You know what I'm saying? It's getting here some kind of way. We don't build them at our houses.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
But then they come in the 1980s and 90s, man, and in response to gun violence, the Brady Handgun Violence Prevention Act, 1993, introduced background checks. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all ain't know, they come out with another something for that background check, man, with all these illegal people getting into power. Background check, they finna X that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, and the Federal Assault Weapons Ban, 1994, prohibited certain semi-automatic weapons, expired in 2004. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's all the science and thing about it is, like, they got the black and brown, and I guess Native Americans is all considered and all that, but everybody else is the standards and stuff is only put in line for everybody else if you pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it like this, but it is what it is. The proof is in the pudding. Right. And like I said, this right here is law, and it done been law. We're speaking on facts, not no bias stuff.
Yeah,
and
ain't no
racial
feelings.
stuff.
Ain't no feelings. It's facts.
It's in the law. It's in the paperwork.
Yeah, black and white.
Read it.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. And again, like we got to start paying attention more to stuff like that, like gun laws and all that, how they change it. Like actually read the law, learn what that law is, because we are open carry now, but It's gonna be a twist. I got the feeling there's gonna be some kind of twist. They're gonna find a way to segregate certain people when it comes to it, because one of them can walk in the store at the same time and go to purchase a firearm, and I guarantee you they probably walk out there right there. You got to come back in 24, 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? So for us,
no question.
Yeah, for us, either way, it's still a battle to protect yourself and your family, your home. But
and that's most of the reason why this topic matters, man.
Yeah.
And why this topic matters in today's climate, man. Like it's so fucked up because, like I said, that's the whole reason what we're talking about. Like they putting all these weapons out here. Then you force the average everyday Joe to feel like they got to have a protection. Like, like it's a must that your old girl got a firearm in her pocketbook right now.
Yeah, man,
you know what I'm saying? As soon as the chap get of age, he can't even have a handgun. But as soon as he's 16, 17, and you feel like you done train him right, you down there want him to have a handgun.
Yeah,
you know, just because,
just
you know,
man, and
like I said, not no in it. Energy, but like, you got to know he focused.
Yeah.
Now the ones that we talking about that's not focused, man, they got the gun before you even know.
You better know that.
They already got the gun.
And I think about that too. When you look at a lot of the old shows, right, in the 80s, 70s, some of them even in the 90s, man. Anytime you see one of the TV shows, when they think somebody in the house, what the first thing the man grab? The bat.
Yeah.
Grab a bat. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you ain't even need a gun like that back then. But now everybody need a gun, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's sad, man. You got to have a few guns in the house. That's it.
Yeah, man.
The adults need to have a gun apiece.
Yeah. And that's for real because you got to think about it.
A gun apiece for the car and one for the house, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got to think about it. You got police officers in 23 states passing out guns to these loonies.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Know that?
Y'all seen the trip, like, man, this, like I said, and this per CBS, we ain't doing no capping, man. This is what type of stuff that gets swept up under the rug and that you don't pay attention to when you got all the political BS going on. You got all the hip hop BS going on.
Facts.
And you ain't paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? And then they wonder why we got all these mass shootings, man, at schools and all kind of nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
And that's real, man, because I referenced the book by William Cooper, Pale Horse, a lot. Because the book came out in the early 90s, man. This man talked about how all this is government. All this government. The man worked for the government and dropped his book, and they killed him a couple days after 9/11. But the man dropped the book in the 90s and talked about 9/11 in the 90s. The man talked about the rise in school shootings, all of that, because the man knew what the government plan was. This is off of CIA classified documents that this man was reading and telling us. And for so long, people thought the man was just talking to be talking. And everything the man started saying in that book started coming true. They banned that book in America for a long time, bro. And
I remember,
you know what I'm saying? And just
you couldn't get that book I know you couldn't get it in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
That was on a list that you couldn't get in the Fed.
Facts, all this playing. You talking about the crack epidemic, you talking about the AIDS epidemic, all of this, man. So a lot of
that's where I read it at, though. You had to get, my man had to get it. Like they had to get it printed out.
Probably on sheets. Man. I believe
the book couldn't come in.
Man, they killed the man 3 days after 9/11, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they let you know.
Well, his name Mike Wilson. What's his name?
His name was William Cooper. They called him Bill Cooper.
Wilson,
you know what I'm saying?
Wilson.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, man? You got that. When they get a chance, if you ever get a chance, read that book, Behold the Pale Horse by William Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of what the man talked about, I see today. I'm talking about all the corruption that we seeing in our government. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn near, just put yourself in the 90s and imagine yourself reading that book in the 90s and all this man that said in that book that came true, especially the rise in the school shootings. He definitely talked about that. You know what I'm saying? Talked about how, they talked about how certain people was going to be able to have easy access to gun purchase. And this type of problem is happening. You got to think about it. They get the mass shootings and all of that. You know what I'm saying? They actually going in stores, person them.
Ain't no question.
You know what I'm saying?
And the ones that can't, like I said, they got the police dropping them off.
Man, straight up.
Y'all see the article, man. They got military issue guns, man. I'm talking about stuff that they said would stop armored tanks. Some of these guns will stop armored tanks, man. And that's what's at the hands
in your neighborhood.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, man. to my level in the playing field, man, it's all crazy, man, and they did that for a reason with these open carries.
Yeah.
You already got jokers that was already running around with guns
Anyway,
without it. You know what I'm saying? So now
man.
open carry, now everybody faking and acting like they're situated, but
Yeah.
there's still too many hot heads and people that know how to handle situations.
Man, listen, I watched the little cat, man. I know this boy probably ain't no older than 22, 21. Watching the other day, man, on his phone. I forgot the little thing they do now. We gonna touch on that topic too, because there's definitely a topic need to be talked about. Man, watch your kids. I do with this little thing, what they be doing, the little shit they be doing out the can. I forgot what they call it. You know what I'm saying? It's like CO2 almost.
Like huffing.
Like yeah, it's like huffing, but it's the same thing to be in the air. They're heating that.
CO2 cartridge.
CO2 cartridge. Boy
Whippets.
that's what they call it. That's what they call it. Yeah. Man, the boy got his phone down like this, bro. Hitting the shit. Hitting the whippet. Dancing his ass off. On to my, when I say jugging, bro, jugging with a whole 30-round clip in his hand. On to my, I'm looking at, bro, a whole switch on the back of it. No, bro. On to my, yeah, man, listen.
Man, it's
too many of these young kids I be seeing got guns.
That's
bro.
why we talking to our peers now, man. Just let them know how serious it is,
It
man.
is,
Like
man.
you got to talk to these chaps, man, because it's set up for failure, man.
They are, man.
It's set up for failure, period. You know what I'm saying? And the younger you are, the more at risk that you can be, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Like I know, like I say, a lot of stuff is getting past us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we the ones that's supposed to be of age and supposed to be, and we so shot out, man, and a lot of us think it's crazy or fucked up to watch the news, man.
Yeah. I don't watch the news. We hear that all the time.
I get it though, because there's a lot of fucked up shit happening.
Yeah,
but
it is.
At the same time, you got to still know what's going on.
Yeah, you got to
know
know
what I'm saying? Damn all that social media. I mean,
Yeah.
social media give you a lot of news too, man.
Yeah.
But it's more other things that you got to be going on, especially when you got them children out here, man, ripping around these streets, man. You got to be on top of all
but
that shit.
the thing about it is social media are running them type of things down people's timeline, bro. You'll see corrupt cops on, man, people ain't even paying that no attention. But as soon as Jay-Z with something about the little girl, and boy, they own that. They invested in that. Some shit that man don't live. That man don't live.
I'm tired
nowhere
of
near
seeing
here.
that shit happened yesterday. I'm tired of seeing that shit already, man.
Listen.
It's so many, and then everybody want to talk about it.
Right,
I mean, everybody,
man.
not just. I mean, everyday people talking about it. It's up and down in the feed you got.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
and that's fair. And I feel like, bro, let them people. That's what they hired to do. Let them people do their job. If the man did something, you know, get justice. But your kids got too much going on. Your child just walk in your house while you sitting there on your phone reading up on Jay-Z. Walk past with his coat on and snuck a whole submachine gun past you. They got to his hands because crooked police officers going to evidence rooms and all of that, meeting with arms dealers and passing guns out in neighborhoods.
Straight up.
That's how serious it is.
It's that easy, man. Cause your phone glued to your hand and your head down. You know what I'm saying? Like they got us. They got us.
Man, they snuck some of your house. They could stop an armored tank.
Man, like, they got us though, man.
Yeah.
And you letting them walk around with them boot bags and hoodies on, like, man.
In the summertime, when it's
that
207
shit,
degrees.
Let me check you out sometime, man.
Give me a hug. Snatch him up, give him a hug real quick.
That's the ones that you know that you ain't mentally prepared. You ain't talked to, right? The motherfuckers out here running wild, going out Grand Theft Auto,
and
GA4, GA5,
and drill music.
Oh yeah, Lil Dirt and Falling Up Dirt.
See he at.
Alright, you know what I'm saying? Like it's bigger than that, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And that nigga that done made it.
Yeah,
he had done made it. My brother had done made it, man. Millions of dollars.
Yeah,
still crashing out.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that we letting our children get baptized by. They getting influenced by that. And that's all they hear. The Lil Dirt, the NBA young boy. If y'all ain't really paying attention, all them niggas in jail.
Yeah.
Everybody they look up to is in jail, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or just getting out of jail. Like they got enough father figures uncles,
definitely.
that they maybe had to see that, man. That's fighting hard for them not to, they was hopefully pray they was young and didn't remember that like that, because that's nothing to glorify. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But they following a whole bunch of young niggas that don't know nothing and probably ain't had a whole bunch of guidance or had enough that they listen to, you know what I'm saying? And they got all that money and they running rampant and doing crash out dumb and shit. And like I said, our children and following that shit up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we got to be on top of that shit. On my mama, we got to do better. We knew better, we do better, and we fucking know better, man.
Yeah.
On God, we know better.
We didn't see too many times not to know better.
Just to be sitting here talking about, God damn, it's damn near shame what happened to little Johnny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of seeing mamas crying and cheering down, bro. Like, that shit ain't what it is,
man,
bro. Like,
that shit's so sick,
that's the main thing about this whole shit. We just want to show, we had to emphasize on it because, like I said, it's on CBS, and I know a whole bunch of us missed it.
And pay attention, man. Cause
you gotta pay attention, dog.
Yeah.
This shit out here, man. These is like local authorities, bro. Like your local authorities is out here getting guns and they order them. They got to get approved. Some of them got to get approved.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, they say it was over 50 cases, but as you'll see from another that last video that we showed that it takes time for them to even report that case because they are partners. That ATF is they brothers and sisters. Like all other forces is brothers and sisters. So it takes some time before they even make the report on a charge. You know what I mean? A charge that it takes to accumulate before they present it, and they still done told you there's more than 50 over 23 states.
By the time I get involved, which is in turn fair.
They probably sold so many guns.
Man, listen.
That shit's on that.
Man, listen.
Shit.
Listen. And you talking about they following on one officer. When you know pretty much the department, you know, everybody
get down
know.
like that, somebody gonna get hit and the rest of them added they don't know shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is, man. And, you know, that's just what it is. We wondering where the rise in guns come from, man, and it's coming from our local authorities, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you got to worry about them same jive motherfuckers nutting up when they catch your chap with that pistol and whether they blow us, you know, if they unalive them or take them down through there, Lord forbid, you know, because you can get pulled over by a cop. He already nervous because he see your brother, you know what I'm saying, or somebody proud, you know what I'm saying? And he'll ask you, do you got the firearm? That same jive motherfucker turned into a cold sucker when he found out that. I said, it's one that he get cold, he go ballistic just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's catch-22, but it's open carry and all this shit here. You know what I'm saying? Man. It's crazy, man. It's
I say this. I see it in Atlanta, like, you know, they didn't open carry for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would expect more violence, you know what I'm saying? But it's they had the state with the 8th most crime drop in the last 3 years, and they continue to drop. Like, Atlanta's actually not as violent as Columbia. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, bro, because we down here in this, you know, I love this regular motherfucker, but it's all redneck ass state, man. And they got a whole lot more to do up there in Atlanta. Motherfuckers down here ain't got nothing to do.
See,
you know what I'm saying? They get bored easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be walking around them guns and be dying to use them.
Yeah. And see, and Atlanta is it's an our city. You know what I'm saying? It's more like our city, so a city for us. You know what I'm saying?
And it's so much going on. It's more going on than just to be beefing. That's what I'm saying. These guys they be so bored that they be beefing with each other, man. They motherfuckers ain't got nothing else to do and get bored, get intoxicated under the influence, and then start beefing with each other, man. And we done growed up together.
And actually go on social media and talk to each other like they friends and the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look, man, like, I feel like when it comes to it, it's all about, they play a major part in our parenting too. And this is another reason why this is an important topic, because they play a part in our parenting too. That's right. Because truth of the matter, our children been brainwashed, and to especially, I'm to our children. We ain't got to do with nobody else's children.
Black and brown.
You know what I'm saying? So our children are so conditioned to be so aggressive because of the music, because a lot of the movies, they've been conditioned to be aggressive. So with them being conditioned to be aggressive, they look for opportunity. So when they looking for opportunity to prove that they tough or just as masculine as the next man or more masculine, and all you gotta do is turn the corner and you can get your hands on a gun and don't stop shooting once you squeeze the trigger. You know what I'm saying? Till it's empty. I mean, what bigger display of masculinity to a young boy who don't got no guidance? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an extent that thing to him. A lot of these boys, they walk around with that thing like it's an extra arm. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's all they know.
Up because a lot of them gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? They done got so deep with it. That's why I say it's a sad catch-22, bro.
Yeah.
Because a lot of situations, like, you can't do nothing but empathize with them. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand one got to kill oneself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's the thing is, if you out there jumping out there and just starting some with that thing, but a lot of them, like I say, it's situations where homeboys of homeboys, and then they got into that shit, and when that blood gets spilled, it'll be hard to
your chap jump up in the morning. First of all, thought I'm sneaking and geeking. Then jump up in the morning, got in their little shower and smoked their little thing. The whole time they getting dressed, all you hearing is dirt, pond. They program that morning. Then they go out here in the streets. Like I said, guns everywhere. They made, a lot of our officers made sure it's guns everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's all, they throwing the alley-oop, man. They throwing the alley-oop for our kids to commit violence. Because like I said, a lot of these kids is not walking no stores buying no guns. These guns come out the streets and we don't have no factories.
That's real
So
shit,
if y'all arresting all these people with guns, how so many more guns popping up when a lot of these little boys is not legal to buy no guns?
Man, I'm trying to tell you. And that's why they run right here so running rampant on the neighborhoods like that. Because they looking for the cars with the young niggas in them.
Yeah.
And they know they got them scraps in there. You know what I'm saying? So they going at them. They want them scraps. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so they say.
Yeah.
And they gonna turn around and they put them same scrap back out here from what I'm gathering from CBS.
Yeah,
you know
that's exactly what they doing. Like they say, a lot of them.
It's all about the money.
They obtain.
It's about that money too.
Yeah, and they obtain them every way they can to get them in the streets. You ain't talking about, they ain't going out there giving them away. They selling them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They selling illegal firearms. You talking about getting guns from arms dealers and selling guns to arms dealers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Doing it. Like I said, this public record, man. Y'all can look it up. And
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
Kevin?
Definitely.
Like, that's why that's just like.
Truth matter. We could call officers' names and all, but that ain't important. That's if you do your due diligence.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's right there.
It's right there. It's all public record.
We're not here for all that. We're speaking on the everyday basis. This is need to know for us, man.
Yeah.
Like, the shit is not a game, man. And then, like I said, you getting caught up out here. And like I said, we mentioned earlier about how they're taking the South Carolina anyway. You know what I'm saying? And they're taking the background checks off for people with felonies. They're supposed to be taking that off of the job applications. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how true and how strong it is about not actually going to. If they already got your name and your social security number, it ain't nothing asking questions. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they wouldn't spend that. I don't know. You know, I don't know if they're gonna spend that money, or they probably got a link already because they do so many at their job design.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They probably, so. I just keep your fingers crossed, stay prayed up on that, you know what I'm saying? But it's only right, because here, look at the president and half of the people that he done gave jobs to, and his cabinets and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, man, listen, another thing to go look up, look at all your, go look up at all your Congress that have open charges and have been convicted of charges and still active in Congress and Senate. I mean, that's another stuff. Just look up, and I know a lot of y'all probably don't see the importance in that, but
man, it's big.
Think about the words I'm using: Congress and Senate.
It's big, man. And like I said, man, that's I guess that's how I call the action, man. Is do your due diligence, man, and stop depending on social media, man, and all regular outlets, man. 'Cause a lot of times all we did was do due diligence, man. Did homework and look some things up. But there's a lot of people out here that's on these platforms that you can't take their word for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just square business.
A lot of them job is mislead, man.
It's clickbait, and the ones who up there like they in that avenue where they put out there to mislead you and have you worried about some other shit when there's some bigger fish to fry, and they sweeping that shit right up under your
right under the rug.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. As always, man. Y'all tap in, man. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all checking in, man. As usual.
For sure.
They say, We coming at y'all real strong on this next one, man. Y'all make sure y'all check in, man.
Early.
Man, we in. We out. Oh.